This is the next level of AI video generation. Higgsfield AI Cinema Studio doesn't start with simple prompts. It starts with a filmmaker's mindset. You can control camera, lens, focal length, movement, and more. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use the Cinema Studio the right way. We're going to build cinematic car scenes with different angles and different styles. You can find the link to the Higgsfield Cinema Studio down in the description. Open that and let's start. Once you're in Higgsfield, you can easily find the Cinema Studio. And right here, you've got mainly two options: to generate images or to generate videos. Now, the perfect workflow to get high quality AI videos is to first generate an image and then use this image as a start frame for your video. So this is the first step we're going to do. You can see I already created lots of different images. We're going to do the same thing. We're using the Mustang GTD, which is a bit more complicated because usual Ford Mustangs are really easy for the AI because all the internet is full of them. But Mustang GTDs are still pretty new. I'll also put all the prompts that I'm going to use down in the description. Now let's create an image of a Mustang GTD. Wheel, shallow depth of field, low key lighting, abstract background, and yeah. Now here's the interesting part. First of all, we can create either 1 or 4 images, so we got better variety. We can choose 4K, 2K, 1K. I just go for the highest quality possible. And now this is the most fun part. I've already played around with this, but it's just fun. So what we can do is we can choose different cameras. So we've got film cameras, we've got digital cameras, and actually a few of them. So right now my favorite currently is the Arri Alexa 35 and this lens right here. Either the Hawk V-Lite or the Helios. The film look it gives you is just beautiful. So I would go for this. Since it's a close-up, we can also decide, should it be like more wide angle, should it be more zoomed in. 24 always is a pretty natural field of view, so I'll go for this. And then just click generate. Now I will also use some different lenses so you can see the different styles. Now the generation is finished and you can clearly see the difference. So the first 4 images have been shot with the Helios lens and you can see how soft it looks. Like, it's a really, really glowy, soft look. While this lens, for example, is really sharp, which looks great as well. And you can, for example, also see the difference in the lens flares. Like here, the reflections, you see it's like a star. It's got these rainbow colors. So this is the big difference between all the lenses, and you can get really creative in here. Now, our goal is to create the first video. What you always have to keep in mind, use images with as few text and logos as possible. Even though it works great most of the times, it's still more complicated for the AI. So I wouldn't choose this image, for example, because you can see there's lots of text in here and it might get confusing when creating a video. So what's more easy is this, and actually this looks pretty good. So let's go for this image. And all we have to do is to click this little button right here, start frame. And now we automatically switch to video and you can see, oh, this is from an old project. Now we've automatically switched to video and you can see the start frame is the start frame that we just chose. Now we've got many different options here as well. What I do first, I paste my prompt. I usually prompt with ChatGPT, or we later on also prompt our own prompt, but let's go through this real quick. So we want a close-up of the GTD wheel while the car is driving at high speed. Now in this prompt, I don't put any camera movement because that's what we can easily do here. We can click movement and then choose of a variety of different camera movements. What I want for this shot actually is to slightly zoom in to put the focus really on the wheel. I actually want to have a static shot, but with a bit of action. So it can be a handheld look, especially when the car is driving fast. We don't want a pure static shot, but a static shot with some handheld movement. Now, additionally, we can choose the duration 5 or 10 seconds. I'm going for 5. We can activate the audio. If we disable it, it will be a bit cheaper from the credits. And we can choose if it should be slow motion or not. We don't need slow motion. And again, do you want to create just 1 video or 4 videos so you have already a variety to choose from. So I would say let's go for 4 and just generate them. Just keep in mind, the images that you create are going to be in a 21:9 aspect ratio. So the video will be in the same aspect ratio, which actually is a really cinematic, scenic resolution for your YouTube videos. All right, so it's already finished, and damn, there are some really good results. And here's what I told you. If there's a logo and it's moving a lot, you might not get the perfect result. But if the logo is just standing horizontal, look at this, then it works perfect. So this is a really nice close-up shot. Now the next goal is to have like a close medium shot, but with a transition. So we're going to prompt 2 very similar images and transition from the first to the last. But before we do this beautiful transition, I want to show you a really nice trick to make all the videos that you create of this car, for example, look consistent. Like you got the consistent style, the consistent location, and this is what I do. Instead of prompting a close-up, I'll prompt a photo of the whole scenery with the Mustang in it. So this is just a prompt for the whole scenery. We'll press generate. And now what we get is an image like this, for example. And the big advantage is what Higgsfield offers us. Oh shit, all of them look so good. It doesn't really matter which we're going to choose, because what we're going to do is to use an image reference. So I just press this button and you see right here we've got this image reference. So if we prompt a close-up now, it will still keep in mind this style. So it will be in the mountains, it will be at this golden hour light, and that's so much easier for us to keep the style consistent. Now let's go to the transition. First, I'll prompt the start frame. It will be an image just of the front of the Mustang GTD. Nice, we've got a few good options. I like this one the most, and this is what we're going to use as a start frame for our video. But before prompting a video, we go back to image, and now we have to prompt the end frame. What I'm going to do is I just delete my prompt, and I'm going to delete the image reference because we're going to use this one now. And all I'm going to do is roughly say, now create this image just from the other side of the Mustang GTD. The perspective stays exactly the same. So we're going to have this image hopefully perfectly just from the opposite direction. And this is how we can perfectly create transitions. That worked just perfect. You can see this is just the opposite direction, the opposite side of the car. So what we're going to do is we just use the start frame. Here we already have that. And now let's choose the end frame. Maybe this. Yeah, looking good. So all we gotta say now is transition from the start frame to the end frame. But we have to give him an idea of how the transition should look like. So we say by orbiting around the front of the Mustang GT while the car is driving fast. Let's see how that works. Okay, let's have a look at it. Can we just talk about how good that looks? Nothing changes, it's just a smooth camera movement with the right lighting, even a lens flare. Beautiful. Now for the last example that we're going to generate, we just use this as a start frame. We don't need any end frame. We remove the prompt, remove the movement, and I just want to show you that you actually could use any image, even if this was like not AI generated, because like, look at that, it could be a real image. So every image you shoot, you can just put in as a start frame and just choose a movement, like zooming in, for example. And all you have to do is you just generate the video without prompting anything. And then just look at this. Like it automatically tracks the car while zooming in slowly. And the sound fits really well. Let me know in the comments, how would you use this tool and get creative with it? What kind of videos would you create? Because what I like the most is that you actually could use real images you take and just create a video out of them with different movements and end frame. And if you don't have an image and you need something new, you have so many options to just generate a master shot and different images. Now the thing is, seeing how far AI has come by now is just a proof that in the future, car commercials or similar videos like this will be produced fully by AI. That's just the truth. And the best way as a filmmaker to stay relevant for big productions is to learn and use AI tools like this right from the beginning, from right now. So I just recommend you to try around with this tool and find ways to implement this into your workflow. Happy editing!